Today we're going to be playing some more Diablo Immortal. Now, as I had said in the last video, what I want to do today is grind out some Elder Rifts as well as Challenge Rifts. People have been telling me to start grinding those out, and even though the rewards at the lower tiers aren't as great, it'll obviously only get better and better the more that we go. And, you know, I've been noticing with the main quest, it's not necessarily that we're under-leveled, because if anything, we're actually, like, over the level of the enemies we're fighting. I just feel like we could be doing a bit more damage and be tanking a few more hits than we are currently. And before we get too much further in this video, I just seriously wanted to thank you guys so much for all the love and support on the series. You know, it's a very unsure thing anytime that you go to make a series. It's like, okay, it could start out great, but then some people could just, you know, not really want to see the videos, you know, like halfway through the series. But you guys have been very loving, very supportive the whole way through, and I seriously appreciate it. Furthermore, I am very thankful for all of the helpful tips I've been getting in the comments, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have known to come to this third tab over here in the inventory. See, for a while now, we've been getting all this stuff, like all these mystery legendary items, and I was like, okay, how do I get this stuff? Because I go to my inventory and it wasn't there. But you guys in the comments were kind enough to let me know that if I go to the third tab here, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that's just been waiting for me, and I had no idea it was here. So we have a bunch of these, like we have like 20 aspirants keys, which apparently we can use to open up chests. We have these rare cuts, which we can use in Elder Rifts. But first things first, I want to go ahead and use all of these mystery legendary item things and just see if it gives us anything good. Well, it's actually hard to say if these things are any good because they're unidentified, which means we need to go find an identifier. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a minute, but I finally found the identifier. They are over on like the bottom side of Westmart. Buff Asian boy's about to get a whole lot more buff. All right, so now we're here at the identifier, and we have four. Oh, okay. I think it just went ahead and automatically. Oh, yeah. Okay, so. Holy crap, this gear is a lot better than what we have currently. All right, so we got two different ones. This one is a 435, whereas this, 446. The score's a lot. Oh my goodness, it even has like a fancy frame on it and everything. No, I'm not gonna lie, I feel pretty stupid because last episode, literally at the end of it, I just spent a bunch of my materials leveling up my Pierce Hammer up to a +5, so, or to a level 5, +5. Listen to me, you can tell I've played a bunch of Souls games, but it says what it is. Obviously, we'll earn those materials back eventually. But anyway, Legendary Wraith form now calls for spirits to haunt up to 3 nearby enemies, dealing 267 damage over 3 seconds while reducing their movement speed by 30%, which is perfect because literally in the last episode, I just put Wraith form back on. So we're definitely going to go ahead and equip that because that is literally like the best one that we have. Oh, that's right. It actually transfers over not only your gems, but also your upgrade ranks. So I don't feel stupid now. That's awesome. As for the chest piece, 4469 over 3188. Definitely going to equip that, obviously. And then for the shield, 163 over 103. Go ahead and equip that as well. Now, I have a question for you guys. What do I do with this legendary gear that isn't as good? Because obviously I don't just want to trash it. Should I just put it in my stash? Is it, you know, like is there something I should be doing with this in particular, or should I just stash it and hold on to it just in case? Because I'm sorry, but I'm the type of guy where I never throw away legendary gear. I can't. Oh, hold up, we just got another piece of gear that needs identified, so we'll go ahead and identify that. Now let's see, is this one any better than what we have? Revenant? No, okay, it's not. Anyway, with all that being said, I know I said that we were going to be diving into a bunch of rifts and stuff like that, but there's clearly like a lot of other stuff going on that I gotta figure out here first. See, is there anything for me to claim in my mail? There is. Oh, we got another mystery legendary. Should I just, like, hang out by the identifier? Like, I got another mystery legendary item. Let's go ahead and identify this one. Oh, okay, wait, we just got another Pierce Hammer. Is this Pierce Hammer better than... Okay, no. See, the thing that we got, the Revenant Wind, apparently that's really good, because it's better than even all the other stuff we've been getting. I'll go to the shop and claim our free daily reward. And now with all that, now I think we are finally ready to go ahead and dive into a challenge rift. That's another thing I'd like to ask you guys, because there was people telling me to specifically do the challenge rifts. Is that what I should be focusing on, or should I focus on the Elder Rifts too, or should I be doing both of them? Then again, looking at the Elder Rift, it says there's a chance to get mystery legendary gear, so yeah, I'm just gonna start doing both of them. That being said, we'll go ahead and dive into a challenge rift. I guess at some point I did the level 1, and again, I completely forget when or how I would have did that. Maybe I did it in a video, I can't even remember, but now we're gonna dive into the level 2, which it has a chance of giving us high quality equipment. Away we go. Rift level 2, defeat the Rift Guardian before time expires, kill enemies quickly. Okay, so this is basically set up exactly like the Elder Rift, because the Elder Rift had a very, oh wow, yeah, look at that. We're just shredding through the enemies now. Well, the Elder Rift has a very similar setup to where you're just trying to kill, like, enemies really fast, trying to get through it as quick as possible, get to the end, kill the boss. For some reason, my game just froze. I'm not exactly sure why, but I just can't move. Is this something with Diablo Immortal right now? I've been having a lot of weird, like, server issues lately. Cursed properties. Wait, did I accidentally put on, like, a cursed item? Whoops. I don't know if that's bad or not, but, anyway, yeah, it's not letting me move, so do I just have to restart the game? So be it, I guess. Well, after quitting out of the game, it said that Battle.net needed an update, so, I don't know, I guess it's doing its thing now. Okay, now it's updating files for the game. I mean, I guess did a Diablo Immortal get an update literally in the middle of my play session, and that's why my game froze? Okay, well, it'll put us right back back in the challenge rift, and yeah, I mean, we're way behind on our time now because we literally had to restart the game and wait for Battle.net to do an update, but I mean, we'll keep trying to fly through it. I mean, we seem pretty powerful, so maybe we can still get through this in a decent amount of time. I have no idea. Also, where in the world did my skeleton king buddy go? You know, like, we just had him last episode, and now he's nowhere to be found. Speaking of which, I want to go ahead and try my wraith form ability. So apparently, yeah, it literally just, oh, that is so cool. See, because before, obviously, that was mainly just like a defensive ability I had on, but like now it's actually like, we're like, it's both offensive and defensive. Whoa, what is this thing? Little Nidrorian? This little gremlin dude. I almost feel bad for killing him. Oh, what do you know? Despite it all, we actually ended up catching up to the sand timer thing. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. If I'm gonna be honest, I still don't fully understand how these things work. Like, I'm pretty sure right now the blue bar being ahead of the sand timer is a good thing. I got a tyrant over here. Look at that, we're flying through this thing. Granted, this is only a level 2, so I'm sure like the higher we go, it gets even harder because it seems like it goes up to a level 10, but it probably goes even beyond that. All right, we fully filled up the rift progress bar, and then okay, so that's what spawns in the rift guardian. Okay, so for the longest time, I thought that the rift guardian or whatever would just like kind of appear once you got to a certain location, but no, you have to like complete that bar. Hey, the Sanguine Queen, or how are you supposed to say her name? I remember you. Yeah, I fought you as a story boss. At least I think so. I might be misremembering. I don't know. We fought so many bosses at this point, but regardless, you know, just like all the other bosses, y'all fall all the same. We ended up completing it within the amount of time that it told me to do it. So let's see. We did get some better stuff out of it. So for the handpiece, yeah, that's definitely better than what we have on now. So I'll slap that on. As for this, yeah, this is definitely better than what we have on. We've easily at least like almost doubled our power in the span of one episode. Like, that is awesome. Looks like we've got some more achievements and stuff over here to claim. I actually do want to go ahead and dive into an Elder Rift real quick. I have 11 of these rare crests. You know what? Since I don't do these that often, I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of like slap all 3 of them in there. Modifiers: Frenzy, Explosive, and Ambusher. I accidentally returned to Westmark. I did not mean to do that. I accidentally clicked the portal. Please tell me that my rare crests are still being used, because like that would suck if I just wasted those. It just spawned us in a different location from last time, and it had different modifiers, so I think I messed something up, but I mean, we'll still get rewards out of it, so I mean, we'll see. All right, so now I know I should really just be looking for those mini bosses, like the yellow skulls on the map. So I mean, I don't know if killing these normal enemies gives me rift progress as well, or if the only way to get rift progress is by defeating those specific enemies that drop those orbs. So for now, I might just book it and see if I can find one of those other enemies. Then again, these guys are really piling up, so maybe that isn't the best idea. Actually, maybe it was a decent idea. Look at that. I got them all grouped up, and now we're going on a crazy kill streak. Almost at 30 kills. Make that 35 kills, almost 40. Dude, we're going off. 40 kill streak. You'll love to see it. For some reason, and you guys are probably noticed in these videos, and I literally just accidentally discovered this, but every time that I hold down my mouse to attack an enemy, it kind of like moves me after every attack that I do. See, the thing is, I don't want to sit here, you know, spamming the mouse like this, because that's going to get annoying for you guys, but when I actually spam it, then my character doesn't move. Like, he'll just stand in place and sit there attacking like he's normally supposed to do, because normally in these videos, what happens is, I'll be sitting there holding down on an enemy, and right now it's not happening, but like, you guys have seen it many times where like, he'll kind of just like subtly move in between each attack, which definitely hurts my overall DPS and just survivability during a fight, because obviously, the time that I should be attacking, my character's just deciding to move, so I don't know if there's something I can do about that, or if that's just kind of one of the things with playing Diablo Immortal specifically on PC, because I've played other Diablo games on PC before, and I've never noticed it in those games. It is also worth noting that, like, you know, maybe it's one of those things where your cursor has to specifically be on the enemy in like a certain way to where it'll like register it as you're trying to attack the enemy, because the cursor in this game is definitely bigger than it is in other Diablo games. We just got a bunch of rift progress. We had like 3 like of those like mini boss yellow enemies right there. Awesome. Got a protection shrine over here. Go ahead and use that. I realize I haven't given much of my like genuine thoughts on this game as we've been playing it, which, you know, that's pretty interesting considering, you know, we're like 10 episodes into the game, so you think I would have at least talked a couple of times about my overall opinions of this game so far. If I can describe this game, it's sort of like a mix between like a lot of like Diablo 3 elements, at least that's how I'm feeling it to me, with also like a blend of like, you know, like some Diablo 2 stuff in there in terms of just like the darker aesthetic of a lot of the areas. Definitely not as dark as like Diablo 1, for example, because that game was like really just like demonic and brutal, but you know, somewhere between like Diablo 3 and Diablo 2, and overall, I'm really enjoying this game. You know, the gameplay is smooth, the progression is fun and satisfying, the combat's, you know, quick, snappy, and there's numbers flying all over the place like you would expect in one from a Diablo game. And I'm just glad that we're at a point with Diablo where we got, you know, like 2 games going at once. We got Diablo Immortal on the mobile side of things as the free-to-play offering, and then we got Diablo 4 over on the consoles and PC as well. I know opinions are mixed and, you know, very controversial when it comes to Diablo 4, but I'm one of the people that genuinely does love Diablo 4. As I mentioned multiple times in the series at this point, I put a lot of time into that game so far. I've been keeping up with it consistently, you know, with all the new events and content and stuff that they put into the game. I'm really enjoying it. And despite all the mixed opinions, I guess I will say, about the endgame in Diablo Immortal, specifically on the monetary side of things, again, I am just really enjoying the game, and I refuse to spend a single penny on this game. I know better than to shell out and whale out on free-to-play games, even something as small as a $1 purchase. I don't support that. The only types of purchases that I support in free-to-play games are cosmetic only, like, you know, items, whether that be like clothing or paint jobs or, you know, anything like that in a free-to-play game. Also, level 38 times the dopamine. But when it comes to purchases that actually, like, give you an advantage in the game, whether that be like certain materials to upgrade weapons outright, or just other things like that, that's the kind of stuff I don't support. If you want to put like a battle pass in your free-to-play game and, you know, but all of it's just like cosmetics, you know, I'm cool with that. Or if it's like a certain in-game currency that you can use to purchase cosmetics, sure. But when it comes down to stuff that actually gives you an advantage, or things that, you know, actually affect your in-game performance or numbers or stats in any way, that's the stuff I don't support, which is why I've been saying time and time again that I refuse to make any purchases in this game. That being said, as I just said, I am having a lot of fun with this game, and I will stick with it as a free-to-play player. And truthfully, as long as the game stays fun and doesn't get too egregious with, like, you know, the end-game grind or anything like that, then yeah, you know, I'm willing to grind a little extra. Sure, some people might be able to accomplish certain things faster by, you know, just wailing out and shelling out their money, and that's their prerogative. They can do whatever they want with their money. Me personally, with my money, I could either be like, hey, I'm either gonna spend $10 on this Diablo Battle Pass or on this in-game thing that'll make my numbers bigger, or I could, you know, just instead have fun and grind out the game and instead use that $10 to go to my retro game store and, you know, just like pick up another game for a collection there, you know what I mean, and also support a small business at the same time. Again, that's just my perspective on in-game purchases anyway. Like, cosmetics, do whatever you want. When it comes to, like, actually affecting in-game progression, though, that's objectively pay to win, and I just don't really support it. I'll play games with those elements as long, again, as it isn't too ridiculous where it's like, okay, you're gonna need to, like, grind 100 hours to boost your numbers by 1. But I mean, like, yeah, whatever. I'll just, you know, keep playing the game and having fun. You know, when I play a game, I don't have the set objective of being like, oh, I need to be the #1 player. I need to be the most powerful. No, I just want to play the game, experience the content. If I become the most powerful, cool. If not, whatever. I'm just here to experience whatever content there is. When I run out of content to experience, I mean, I might keep grinding it if it's really that replayable. Otherwise, I'm just here to experience it and just kind of do my thing. That's really that. I don't know. I don't care about needing to be #1 or being the most powerful. Like, I don't care. Of course, I want to be powerful, but I just need to be powerful enough to beat the game and just, you know, just experience the content. You know what I mean? But anyways, between all, like, the legendary gear and other stuff like that, I would say that we had a pretty decent haul today, not only with the legendary items that we discovered that we had this entire time, but also just some of the stuff that we got from the Challenge Rift and the Elder Rift that we did. I wanted to play some more in this video, but unfortunately, you know, the whole shebang with my game closing out and Battle.net updates kind of ate into a lot of my recording time. But next time, I might do some more Challenge Rifts in the next video. We might dedicate another video to this, or we might keep going through the main quest. I'm not too sure yet. We'll just kind of see when we get there. But anyway, as always, massive shout out, thank you to all the patrons and chat members. Thank you to all in the low baller tier, number shout out, thank you to all in the mid baller tier, middle asking me to animate in the big shit. There's all in the G tier, run events, similar cheese girl. Thank you guys so much, you guys are literal legends. I love you. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.